You want an intro? I'll intro.
Why don't you do it?
Day
I like it when you do it.
Under the dome, with necessities growing dangerously low, who knows what spark will set off this powder keg?
I can't take another minute in the stone! First of its kind, the first dome anywhere.
We're off to a terrible start. I've already spilled beer on myself.
Dude, you're disgusting. This is Dome with Bamfomania, the #1 greatest freestyle rap comedy podcast in the world. That's
just going to be in the video. I'm going to have this. Should I change?
Do you want to change right now?
Nah, let's just roll with it.
I think it's okay.
It starts getting too uncomfortable.
It'll dry off.
Yeah, I don't know.
If the beat drops while we're talking about it, we got to rap about it. Thanks for tuning in. We're back off of a hiatus.
I'm icky.
You're gross, dude.
I'm icky.
I got braided up. I wore a fucking button up today.
Yeah, that's right. David came into the studio today looking like a goddamn Game of Thrones character.
I saw.
Dinner is coming. Am I right? We got. If David was a Game of Thrones character, what would his name be? Cornius the Jokius.
I feel like I'd be like Aquaman's chubby brother. Who plays? What's his name? Momoa.
You would definitely get taken by Jason Momoa in the show for multiple times, but you would
as his wife.
Yes, I think in this context, it's definitely not extramarital rape, but you would learn to love it until he's murdered eventually. You know?
I remember he takes that woman in the first or second episode, and I remember just being like, this show is crazy.
Yeah, that was like the last episode I watched too, and not because I'm viciously anti-rape. It's because the show is just whatever. Yeah. It would be funny though if people didn't watch that show because of
rape, that,
which people do. I remember growing up in the Christian culture. Yeah. If a movie or TV show showed half a boob, they'd be like, you're actually not allowed to watch that anymore.
Even if it depicts exactly what the Bible says.
Even if it wasn't something evil like rape, it was just a boob, just there.
Like a breastfeeding boob?
Yeah. I remember when Transformers 2 came out, we had one of my high school teachers was like telling us that if we were real Christians, we wouldn't go see Transformers 2 because of all the slow motion running shots of Megan Fox. And we're like, well, we know what you were thinking about the entire time.
Right, he's projecting his own shit onto you. Did you ever hear like a youth pastor say the first look is free? Like if you're in public and you see a booty and you're like, all right, I'm gonna stop looking now.
In fact,
the first one's free.
That was how it was presented to me, that the lust rhetoric was it doesn't count the first time you look and you notice that ass is fine, the sin happens when you look for a second time, and I ain't capping, that is when that sin has happened. Oh my god, yo, what the crap, man.
Yep, the first one's free, and after a few seconds I gotta get on my knees and plead with Jesus and please forgive me. Ooh,
I guess the idea is that you looked and you immediately looked to the good book.
Exactly.
And you prayed for forgiveness. You were like, yo, I can't believe that I envisioned this.
Oh Jehovah, please remove these desires. I got my wires twisted.
Wires crossed. That's just how it is. I'm on the cross. Oh. And I got lit. Yeah, that's just how it is. Yeah, on the cross. And I got lit. Yeah, I'm the boss. Oh my God. Yeah, that's how it is. It's how it is, and that's how it is, and that's how it is, and that's how it is. Off to a bad start. I didn't mean to immediately get into us just regressing to our Christian stuff. I'm trying to steer the pod away from that. We've done a lot of anti-Christian bullshit based on our upbringing.
I think we were working it out.
There's a famous quote from what's his name? The
C.S. Lewis.
John fucking
C. Riley.
I wish I could give you a list of movies that he was a part of, but you still wouldn't know who I'm talking about.
John Wayne?
No, he's like a creepy dude. He did
God damn
I'm
it,
such
dude.
A fucking retard.
I mean, don't talk to yourself like that. Come on, dude. You can figure it out.
No, it's true. I'm getting dumber as the days go by.
Should you hit the smelling salts?
Fuck, dude. Yeah, I think you should hit them first.
All right. Well, when I was buying these new headphones, I saw the smelling salts in the cart and thought, man, I should get those. And then I was like, well, obviously they're in the cart for a reason. Either Alex or Richard are buying them. And lo and behold.
Yeah, okay, so you hit this. I'm going to try and think of this guy's Jonathan Winters? Is that his name? No. Fuck it. Hit that.
How do I do it? Just open the lid?
Yeah, open the lid. Keep it like, 6 inches from your nose. Take a nice hefty whiff, and we'll see. Woo! Look at him go.
Yo. Woo! It's like eating too much wasabi.
Yeah, it's like snorting wasabi.
I only got him on one side, though.
Yeah, no, that happened to me, too. And it's pretty much whichever side is the most clear, that's the side that's going to get hit, and it's going to get drilled hard.
Dude, I always thought that people who did that, and I saw them do it, were overreacting. I was always like, oh, they're overreacting. That can't, like...
I can tell you're struggling right now.
I'm still, like, fucked up off of it, dude. That's crazy.
No, and then your like nose starts to close up and shit.
Oh,
too.
It closes up after?
Yeah, for briefly. It almost seems like you need to pair it with you pair it with one of those little spray things that you shoot up your nose to.
Oh yeah, like a Vicks.
Yeah, pair it with some Vicks, and then I could tell you're
I do feel like shook.
Yeah, the first time I did it, I did not expect it. I kind of stuck my nose all the way in. And whiffed.
It was too much?
I expected to be bleeding out of my nostrils.
It was so intense?
I was like smacking the back of my skull because I was feeling it in the back of my brain. And I was like, what the fuck is going on?
Wow.
And no, but...
And then you deadlifted 1,000 pounds?
Yeah, and then I watched a movie.
Get all amped up for no reason. The last beat was Sacrificed by 18. That's crazy, dude.
Is it 18?
It's 18, yeah.
18, folks.
We're not going to get into that again.
I'm just saying, maybe put a T at the end of that if you want us to pronounce it right.
I'm not going to stimulate this interaction.
Nah, dude, you're wrong, and you know you're wrong. There's 2 T's.
Ugh. Yeah, I was feeling down this weekend, and I was like, I need to fucking boost my confidence somehow. So I fucking got braided up, got a tattoo, and was like, come on! It was like,
and the headphones.
And the headphones. Yeah. I mean,
the braids with headphone combination. And let me just paint a picture for the folks. These aren't just your normal. Yeah. This dude got some big ass tires on the side of his head. Yeah, I'm not a liar. He got the biggest headphones that he could have possibly be a buyer of. Yeah, I'm trying.
Yeah, I'm like a friar from medieval times with the way I'm rocking tires around my belly and my ears. Yeah, I'm about to steer. And I got nice veneers.
In the biz, we call them cans, but I don't understand. This dude got a couple of barrels wrapped around his hands. I mean, wrapped around his ears, tenfold. Yeah, he hears everything gold.
I'm acting bold with the tenfold earphones I got on my skull. Somehow I made that fucking roll right off the tongue, and also I got 2 thumbs.
Man, somehow. I mean, I can't believe he did it.
How?
I can't believe he did it, and it wasn't even written.
Incredible.
In the freestyle, wow, he really pulled that off, and I'm totally baffled, and I scoff.
You should be. You should be. Yeah, and I saw a picture of Drake on the internet, and I was like, man, dude, those braids.
Was he wearing those headphones? Oh, you're talking about the
braids. He got braided.
So this
up.
was a move to be more like Drake.
I mean, yeah, I feel dumb for confessing that right now, but I was inspired by, and then I was like, am I appropriating culture right now? And then I was like, who cares? I'm doing it. I'm doing it anyways.
Nah, well, that's the thing. That style of braid, I feel like that's like some old medieval white lady shit.
Well, yeah, because you can only see like the front, but like when side, like I have 6 braids, so like they're still like as if cornrows, but just split from the middle. So they do look more like
I don't know.
feminine.
I feel like cornrows are thinner than what you got going on. You got some thicker braids in there. Less,
yeah, you're right.
Less rows. I wouldn't call those cornrows whatsoever.
I think also like...
Isn't it a French braid? Isn't that what it is?
No, it's not a French braid. But also, if I had cornrows, they wouldn't look exactly like cornrows on me because I just don't have the hair for it. You know how like black people get cornrows and then they have like just space in between each cornrow? Like I would just have still, like you would still see my thick ass hair.
No, you'd see the spaces for sure.
But not as much.
I mean, I'm seeing the spaces here.
Right, but I feel like it's less predominant, isn't it?
Only one way to find out. We need to get you cornrowed up. I remember one time I got cornrows, and I'm not proud of it. It was definitely on an appropriation vibe. I was fully just like, I'm gonna do a parody rap thing, and I'm gonna get cornrows for it.
Damn.
Not a good time in my life.
But like, yeah, go ahead.
And what made it worse is that I like got one of the only black girls at our school to do it, assuming that she would just love the opportunity to give me cornrows. That moment has not sat well with me for a while.
Bad.
I would just like to personally apologize to this black woman whose name I do not remember.
Wow.
Thank you for the cornrows.
Apologize for not remembering her name.
That was
say her name.
All right,
Is
Jesus,
that too much?
bro.
I'm sorry.
Nah, that was actually technically good, but I'm gonna distance myself from it anyway because it is a little rough.
Edgy Dave, he's not funny.
That's right, folks. I will be giving David some literature on how to educate himself on why that was not okay to say.
I need some stuff to read. I finished the book I was reading and it sucked. And now I'm reading. Actually, this is ironic. I'm reading Malcolm X's autobiography.
No way.
So I'm actually already picking up the literature that you were gonna send me.
It's
Was that what you were gonna send
X
me?
Games.
No, it's called X Malcolm.
X Malcolm.
Because he's dead. That sucks, dude.
Nah, at least you tried, you know.
Okay, A for effort.
X. It's hard. It's hard to do that. Like, X Games wasn't good, but it might be the only one that we can go with.
Okay, let's stop there. How about this?
Mine X. No.
That's tough.
I'm just trying to think of popular book titles, you know,
Yeah.
the 36 Laws of X.
I think it's 48.
Oh, I'm thinking of the Wu-Tang Clan.
Enter the
Whoopsie
chambers.
days.
How about this? I got a take for you. PNB Rock died, right?
Oh, that's right.
Shout out Roscoe's.
R.I.P. to PNB Rock.
And you know what? There's been a lot of talk about the girlfriend posting the location and that being fucked up. You know.
Was it an inside job? Was she posting the location on purpose?
And also, they weren't trying to kill PNB Rock. They were trying to steal his jewelry, and he tried to stand up for himself and fight for it. I feel like he should have just given them the jewelry, right? Like, R.I.P. King, but like, if you're getting pointed at with a gun, it's a consensus that you just listen to the guy and give him the shit, and that's it.
Yeah, no, I don't think you're going to get a lot of people disagreeing with you here, Dave. If someone's got a gun in my face... Gun in my face, it's a public place. I'm just trying to get some waffles today, and I'm with my boo thing, and you know I feel great, but this dude's coming in about to spray on my face.
I'm feeling great sitting here eating waffles every day. Yeah, I need to scoff at the way that I deceased myself, put my jewelry on the shelf.
Nah, man, you ain't taking this chain. Is that a gun? Well, I'ma just repeat the same thing. Oh, you shot me? Well, that's too bad. You're not getting this. Oh, I'm dead now? Well, I guess I don't exist.
I got shot at the Roscoe's, and I thought it was impossible for them to find my location right after I found my vocation.
R.I.P. yeah, that's just how it be. Yeah. I don't know, life is so hard in these streets, and we just gotta go and get some chicken and some waffles without getting in trouble. Yeah, I just wanna go and get.
I will say this, not the worst last meal.
No.
I mean, you don't want to get shot up at your last meal be at a fucking IHOP.
I don't know, man.
That would have been
one could argue that being a prominent African American figurehead dying at a chicken and waffle place isn't the best look. I mean, the whole situation is very tragic.
PB&J Rock.
Come on,
that's
man.
bad.
The body is still fresh. He had this one song that I really liked. Selfish. You remember that one? I'm selfish.
Oh,
I
do remember.
swear. I want you all to myself. I swear.
That
You
may-
don't need nobody else.
That
That is
may-
a fucking slapper.
That may be the only PNB Rock song that I know.
100% the only PNB Rock song I know. To be honest, I don't really have that much to say about the PNB Rock situation other than that it is very sad.
It's tragic.
I like...
Yeah,
just get your own fucking jewelry. Why you gotta kill someone
right.
for it?
Well, I mean, like, and also, this has been said, but posting the location while you're there just doesn't make sense for an important figure.
I know, but it shouldn't have to be a thing in the first place.
No, but like even
I get that it is a thing.
Even just normal girls practice this, where they just post their location after they've left. Like they post the thing of the place that they've been at after they left because dudes are weird.
Especially if they're hot. Yeah,
exactly.
No, I
yeah.
understand. And I don't know. I watched this one video of a guy supposedly like a veteran LA gang member or whatever talking about the situation, and he made it sound like it wouldn't have mattered if she posted the photo.
Oh,
the Roscoe's that he went to was in quote unquote the hood. So
it's on him.
It's like if you're there and you have that status, people are gonna know whether or not your girlfriend is posting photos or
Oh, yeah.
So that was his take on it, which I don't think.
You can't blame
I hate
somebody.
that. It would suck to die and then just have a bunch of people speculating on whether or not this went down in the way that it should have.
Right, like you're dead. It's over.
Yeah, it's a bummer.
Okay.
But,
that's all you got on
P&B.
RIP,
Check out Selfish by P&B Rock. It's a good one. And you could tell, like, if you go and watch the music video for P&B Rock's Selfish, he looked like a totally different person.
That's pre-come up, right?
I think this was his big one that got him the break, to be honest. So I'm kind of a basic-ass listener at that point by only referencing that. But I like the song a lot. To be honest,
I remember when you put me onto that, and I was like, kind of a toxic message, but great song.
Well, if they're in a committed relationship, you do want each other all to yourself.
Like how God is selfish.
Yes.
Of the church.
No, he's jealous.
That's
not selfish. That would be a sin.
No,
he's
jealous.
I'm jealous. I swear. I want your praise all to myself. I swear.
What's that song? He is jealous for me.
Oh yeah. He is jealous for me.
That makes me want to take
Love's like a something and something.
Yeah. That's a Glock to the mouth kind of feeling.
God
I just want to
damn.
fucking die.
Although I'm surprised that prompt just didn't immediately bring back that song in its entirety, full lyrics in my brain, because I'm usually pretty good at recollecting everything.
That
love's like a hurricane,
like a tree. Yeah, it's pretty gay too. But others have joked about the gayness in Christian lyrics.
Yeah, I know. I just saw on our crappy music. Maybe I can just pull it up real quick. This the song is called I Want You to Sit on My Heart. Oh, ask Jesus to come sit on your heart.
No, dude, really?
Let me just play a few bars of this.
Yeah, my heart's throbbing, Jesus. Sit on it.
Okay.
Jesus, please help me. Please come sit on my heart. Take away the pain.
It's an old lady praying. And now it's a photo of the same old lady with holding it. Not a. Oh shit. Yo, come sit on my heart. I'm over here, yo. I'm just trying to start a relationship with my boy JC. Yeah, I'm praising and I'm elderly.
It's like a work of art. The way that the big J can just come sit on my heart. I was at the bar just shooting darts, and all of a sudden I just feel the start.
I got a kink for watching the big man upstairs sit on my fucking heart hairs.
Ooh.
And that's just how it is, I'm feeling impaired. Yeah, I just want him to squish on my cardioid. Yeah, my HEART. Yeah, that's just how it is, my boy.
Yeah.
I don't know, yeah, my heart keeps beating. And if you sit on it, yeah, I will be meeting.
My heart's beating. Yup, I'm super fly, Diane Keaton. Yeah, I'm also stay eating. And yeah, I'm also speaking the truth.
Diane Keaton, bro.
I don't know.
That's a good looking old lady.
Pulled that out of nowhere. Keep playing that shit.
Woke up this morning with an ache in your heart, knowing not where to turn or where to start.
Word?
Ask Jesus to come sit on your heart. He'll turn your life around. Ask Jesus.
Woo!
I'm starting to feel bad for her, dude.
There's a weird kind of like folky inflection that she's got going on. She's like, ask him to come to your. She's not really singing.
Yeah, she's speaking, and there's sort of a guitar in the background.
Ask Jesus. There's so many out there hurting that knows not where to turn. Turn them to Jesus.
For the listeners, this
with
is
all of their concerns. Ask Jesus to come sit on your heart.
It almost reminds me of like a Ween track or just some old like some like 90s counterculture rock stuff, like that dissonant chord progression. It's
yeah. It sounds like someone in a mental institution.
Yes, because it doesn't sound like the guitar is tuned correctly, and if it is, they're playing a combination of chords that is kind of creepy. It's like a creepy vibe.
Like if she literally just played the strings straight up, it would sound better than that.
It reminds me of the sitting on cakes fetish that you see. You know, like chicks will just buy a cake for
put their tits in them and
just sit on it and squish it around.
I don't like mixing food and sex. That doesn't work for me.
You're lying.
No, because you would think that. No, because I want to eat secretly, shamefully, and when I'm having sex, I want to feel confident. I don't want the shame of this terrible relationship I have with food in the bedroom. You know what I'm saying? In the bedroom, I want to feel like a man. When I'm eating sugar and binging on cakes.
So you wouldn't like do a whipped cream scenario?
I'd be open to it, but I don't like
melted butter.
I don't like no. Or honey. That's sticky. That's too sticky. I don't like mixing bodily fluids with fluids that you want to actually consume.
It's almost, I feel like that's dangerous for the woman too, because she's got like almost just an open canopy to collect whatever external fluids. If you're dealing with whipped cream, she's gonna have a bunch of whipped cream in her cervix by the end of the night, and that can't be a positive.
And it's not my whipped cream.
No, you wish.
I do.
But David can't produce semen, not since the accident.
It was, it's a blessing in disguise.
Yeah, it's a blasting in disguise.
Free vasectomy.
Whoa.
Vasectomy, because I'm a blood.
That would work if it was cassectomy.
I know.
Jesus.
People that confuse V's with B's is more common in Spanish culture because sometimes they sound the same, and it's just like a funny illiterate thing.
Oh, so now I'm thinking of like a MAGA doctor who specializes in vasectomies. Is that just any doctor, or is there like kind of how a gynecologist specializes in pussies?
It's probably a surgeon who specializes in vasectomies.
What's the male version of a gynecologist? That's a thing, right? Urologist?
Should I look it up?
That's the guy that sticks his finger in your butt, I assume.
Yeah.
But I thought that was just your regular doctor.
Male version of psychologist.
No, we want gynecologist.
What am I doing, bro?
Psychologist.
I heard gist, and I was like, I got the gist.
I got the
urologist. You're right, dude.
Okay, so
I'm proud of you, man.
But part of me thinks that they should really they're selling themselves short by making their practice gender specific. How about urologist is just the encompassing term, and urologist can also work on the pussy. Yeah. I don't just specialize in vaginas. No. I swear if you want, I can touch your penis.
Yup.
And that's because I am so diverse. Yeah. My doctorate is so bust.
Yeah, I specialize in dicks and vag. But, if you want to, I'll look at your ass. And also, I'll go analyze some grass. I'm kidding, I'm just smoking shit, and yeah, I'm just poke a bitch.
That pelvic reason is the reason, yeah, I love it, so I need some motherfucking get to the semen and some motherfucking, I don't know, man, got some eggs, I'm ovulating, yeah, what do you say? I just want to check it out, want to see if you're all good downstairs, yeah, I don't know, bruh.
Yeah, I want to get up in them ovaries. Next morning, get some eggs over easy. Yeah, easy with the freestyles. Yeah, I'm like Harry Styles.
Whoa.
With my flashiness. I don't know.
Harry Styles has been making the rounds lately.
Listen, speaking of doctors, how about this? Here's my little list. So I went online to get an Adderall prescription
on the internet.
Listen, I tried to get fucking steroids a bunch of months ago through some service, and I couldn't. And then I literally just Googled online testosterone, and some shady doctor was like, "Yep, absolutely," and they prescribed me. Now I'm on the roids. So I was like, I clearly have ADHD. We all have ADHD. It's just like, of course you can't focus. And I was like, there must be a way of just getting this prescription online. We used to have to get a shady friend in high school to sell us their Adderall. Now you just find a shady doctor online. So I found this service. If you literally Google Adderall, there'll be 19 websites that pull up.
I don't think it's shady.
Well, it's just
the same way that you can. It's like calling like the Blue Chew website shady.
Well, it's technically like it's not malpractice. It's under practice.
I agree, because the thing about the whole Blue Chew thing, I could trust a dude if he tells me that his dick doesn't work and so he needs Viagra. I'm like, all right, I'll throw you a few Viagras. But then if someone was like, hey, I need some amphetamines, because occasionally I don't think very good, I'm a little more skeptical about that.
And here's what's crazy about that. I went on the website, set up the appointment for like 24 hours later. When I met with the online doctor, she's literally like prompting me to say the symptoms. So she's like, do you doze off periodically? I'm like, oh yeah, all the time. She's like, do you fidget a lot? I'm like, oh, I can't stop. My leg's shaking right now.
So it's like a weed doctor.
Like, do you have trouble reading? I'm like, I can't read the subtitles right now.
Well, at least you're like kind of talking to a real person. I remember on the Blue Chew site, because we all
I need a little boost sometimes. No shame in your game. Yeah.
They will be like, there's just a robot. They don't care if you're being honest or not. You're just like, yo, I want to get harder erections that last longer. And they're like, sure, here's your first order.
Have you ever had a heart attack? No, done.
Boom. And it's not even a real person who can like hear your inflection in your voice and be like, this guy's lying.
I will say this. Blue Chew has updated, and now you video chat with a specialist in like fucking Slovenia or some shit.
Oh, well, back when I was a patron, they weren't doing that.
Yeah, whatever, dude.
I mean, I feel like we've just proven that you're the one that still frequents that site, but that's okay.
No, you're right.
You're having sex more frequently than I am.
Well,
and you got to get it up.
I don't notice the Blue Chews as much. I'm like, my dick's.
Well, that just means that they're working.
Oh, because I'm just like constantly hard.
Yeah, because you're not taking the Viagra one, right? You're taking the other one.
Cialis.
Yeah, and that's the one that's like
it
works with you.
It's Tadalafil.
Sildenafil.
Sildenafil, I think it is.
Sedan in real life afil.
Anyways, I got the prescription. First off, she was going to give me 5 milligrams twice a day. And I was like, hey, by the way, I weigh like 250. 5 milligrams isn't going to be enough. She's like, all right, 10. And I'm like, cool. So I got her to double the dose just by telling her I'm obese. And then I go to the Walgreens and the fucking bitch at the pharmacy is like, oh, they're out of stock. You can't, we're not going to be able to get them. And instead of being like, we'll have them by this date.
They can't just direct you to a different Walgreens?
I was like, can you direct them somewhere else? And she's like, no, unfortunately, your pharmacist has to do, like your doctor has to do that. So I didn't get them. I was so excited to get them.
The waiting game.
And honestly, a big reason why I wanted these is to just suppress my appetite. I just want to use them as an appetite suppressant.
What's funny is when you presented this to me before we started this pod, we had a beer at a local bar, and David was like, I have an Adderall hookup. I'm going to tell you about it on the pod. And in my head, it's like this guy met someone who is selling mass amounts of Adderall illegally, and now we have a good hookup. But no. All that preemptive story was just to lead up to, I'm acquiring Adderall through legal channels. Yeah, I'm at an online doctor, gonna get to some Adderall prescriptions. And I got an addiction to the amphetamines. Could you give them to me?
I'm gonna need a U-Haul because of the amounts of the Adderall.
Skiddly whoa.
Then I'm gonna be hauling around the town. That's gonna be so profound. Whoa.
Profound, I got the Adderall and I suck it down. I crush it up and snort it up. I'm sure that this was the way the doctor recommended, bruh. And now I'm gonna take it in my nostrils and then get it, bruh.
I took the Adderall the way that it was prescribed by the jaw. It was so meaningful. And the way I feel inside is so great. He provides. Ooh.
Yo, I'm jamming. That's just how it is. I'm cramming mass amounts of amphetamines into my brainstem. And that's just me, yo. I'm feeling sane when I snort a whole line of the Adderall with men.
Yeah, I mean, my girl was like, I think you have ADHD. And I was like, I think everybody has ADHD because we're high on sugar and drunk and like
looking at our phones.
Yeah,
all
like
the time.
I was just like, everybody has ADHD, and then the doctor's like, are you unable to focus on things that don't interest you? I was like, yes. Isn't everybody unable to focus on things that don't interest them? And she's like, no.
Does the thought of doing a task that is boring make you want to kill yourself?
I was like,
big check mark.
So that's ADHD. So being human is ADHD. Anyway, so the prescription is coming, but we don't know when. So God willing.
It's interesting that you have to go somewhere to pick it up. I figured they would just mail it to you.
So a more like the testosterone I get shipped directly. I don't have to go pick it up. And I think that there's certain narcotics like amphetamines that are controlled that have to be produced through like legal or certain like processes. Like I think if it was going to be delivered, Walgreens would have to ship it to you directly.
Have you noticed, how long have you been doing the testosterone? Have you noticed any difference in your day-to-day?
A little bit. I feel like I'm like my recovery is faster, and my workouts, I get a pretty significant, like I started beating personal records in certain workouts by like 5 or 6 reps immediately. Okay. Not immediately, but like it's been like 6 weeks.
So there is a semblance of a difference than when you weren't taking it.
And I'm much hornier. Like I'm like a 17-year-old with the horniness now.
Damn, dude. Maybe I need to get on some tea. I'm like asexual at this point.
Yeah, it's definitely. So I know that there's people that take it who don't work out, who still feel the energy boost. I also am not, as they say, dialed in yet. You need to dial in your dose, and I think the dose has to go up. Because the people who take it and like vouch for it are like, I feel incredible every day. I feel motivated to go pursue my goals and like all this shit. It sounds like the only issue is that you're on it for life, technically. Like you really can't come off it.
It's like when you start doing like hair regrowth products. It's like once you start, you can't stop.
Yeah, and like my balls are smaller.
Wait, you've noticed that already?
My balls seem smaller.
That might be psychosomatic.
No, because
you've been on it for what, a week too?
No, it's been over a month.
Oh, okay. I can see.
I've taken like over 20 shots at this point. They say that you experience testicular atrophy.
Let me see the point in which.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say, let me see your balls.
No, I want to see the shot point. Where do you inject?
Like right in the shoulder, like right here.
See it.
You can't see it. I can't get this.
Oh my God! It's like that scene in Requiem for a Dream.
It's pus everywhere.
He's Jared Leto's. He's about. You're gonna lose that.
Don't touch it.
Jesus Christ.
Whatever. We'll see what happens in another couple weeks. They say every 8 weeks take a lab test and reassess.
There's a subreddit for people who do heroin, and a big majority of the posts are people asking for new vein recommendations. I've completely destroyed this.
Have you tried your eyeball?
Have you tried in between your toes? Like stuff like that.
Yeah, that's fucked
and
up.
And eventually you're going to be browsing that subreddit for testosterone injection ideas.
Yeah, thank God I'm not looking for. You're just trying to poke your muscle. I was poking my ass originally, and I got too much fat on my booty.
It's just crazy to me that like veins will collapse.
Yeah,
like heroin users, that's the big thing for them. A vein collapses, and I'm like, pretty sure you need those. After one vein collapses, I'm like, all right, heroin's not for me.
Now that we're talking about heroin, I'm like, yeah, testosterone and Adderall, not that bad.
No, definitely not.
Not that bad to medicate. Not that bad to masturbate. And let me be in a good state so I can fly out of state.
Yo, I'm out of state on some testosterone, and I don't know when I'm ever coming back home. I feel great off of the TESTA. Yeah, the testosterone today.
Yeah, I feel incredible, like I just ate 19 edibles. Yeah, it's not regrettable. Yeah, the way that I feel, yeah, I wanna fucking peel.
Yo, I made these cookies for you, and they packed full of some witch's brew. I got some testosterone from my crew, and I also got some weed too.
Recently I've been testing the effects of the testes. With the TRT. Yeah, it's all inside of me.
I'm on the TRT. Yeah, I've been farting. It's a side effect. Yeah, it's not Darlene. I just wish that I could get real big. Yeah, I'm that guy.
You're on your way, dog. Ghost by Lethal Needle, Youth by Piper Beats, Streetwise by Yarden Beats, Glitch Mode by Balance Cooper, Kingston by Harold Beats, and I think that was Bottle Service by Lex Factor.
Personally, I think small balls are an improvement. I wish my balls were smaller.
Like a more like when it's like a sweaty hot day out there, my balls are just down to my knees. I'm like, what the hell are we doing here?
Balls are an inconvenience. In there.
Right. That's why they say that like the ideal human in the future that looks like an alien is like got no dick and balls. It's just like a vulva.
No, you need that dick. You got to be hanging.
You need the dick.
You got to be hanging meat, bro.
Hang
meat, but balls, I could take it or leave.
Yeah,
you know?
Get rid of the balls.
The meat is it's the real, it's the meat and potatoes, for lack of a better term there.
And it can shrink too. I like how mine shrinks to the point where I'm like, oh, there's nothing there.
I heard that the reason why the balls are on the outside is because if they were on the inside, it'd be too warm for them to like produce whatever they produce for the to make babies.
It's kind of like a Derek Lewis in the UFC situation where he's like, my balls was hot.
Yeah, 100%. And so the body itself is doing a Derek Lewis by taking off the shorts, which is putting the balls on the outside. Yeah.
Taking the shorts of the body off.
And Joe Rogan is there like, yo, God. Joe Rogan doesn't say yo. I already butchered this impression, folks.
He says man weird.
Does he say man?
He said like, I mean, the times that I've
something happened with that dude. I feel like Joe Rogan kind of looked the same up until about maybe like 3 years ago. And now his looks are deteriorating at a rapid rate. There's like he's losing his neck entirely.
A little bit, yeah.
And like every photo I see of him, I think there's like a new wrinkle.
He's 50. He's in his 50s.
I understand that, like he's up there, but I felt like he was maintaining this youthful semblance pretty well for a while, and then just up until recently, there's just been I've seen a lot of photos of him where I'm like, man, he's looking kind of bad.
I think he's fairly healthy based on all of his shit that he talks about. I think he drinks a lot. Like I think that he's one of those people that like is like, oh, moderation, I can do it. But I think he drinks.
He's such a big dude. Moderation to him is like only 10 beers in an evening.
I don't know. These young cats, like us, these young cats drinking 9-10 beers a night. I just think that there comes a point in your life where you have to either stop drinking or just die of cirrhosis of the liver. I don't see that there's a way that you can drink.
There's no slowing down on the drinking.
I don't think so, dude, because like based on what I've read and what I've heard, like even just like a few drinks a week will deteriorate your health significantly. And if
but I think that those studies are also paired with people who aren't living the same lifestyle that someone like a Joe Rogan type would.
With his cold plunges and his saunas and all this shit.
Yeah, if you're just, going to work and drinking and not like doing exercise or having a good diet,
sure,
then I could see that being more of the case. But obviously it's better just to not
do it.
I guess
I personally am always just fantasizing about the day where I'm like able to say, I'm done drinking, man. I'm putting the bottle down. Or be like, I have my stories.
I think it's way more admirable to just have control over it.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. No, it's the same thing with food. I'm like, can I just have a cheeseburger and not like lose my mind about it?
Yeah, no, I remember like it happened a long time ago.
Yesterday.
Like 3 months ago, I was at a wedding and there was a couple there that was limiting their food choices based on a diet that they were doing together
at the wedding
as a couple. And they're at like a wedding, and it's like a culturally influenced wedding, so there's all these like unique dishes and whatnot, and they are just willingly not participating.
Yeah.
And it's more like 2 or 3 days of meals, but still, this is like a once in a year.
You're
type
outcasting
of deal.
yourself at this special event.
And you're limiting your enjoyment to an extent.
Yeah.
And I don't know. Yo, I get that diets are important, and the very moment that you give yourself a portion of some food that it's like an abortion, it's totally like morally, I don't know, you see.
Yo, I'm about to abort all the carbs in Newport Beach, and yeah, if they come near me, I'm about to breach unknown territory.
I don't care how delicious these spring rolls is, I ain't gonna eat them. How I live is to disregard this. I brought my own snacks to eat, yeah, I'm lit.
At a wedding I was vegan. I swear my mom thought that I was a heathen. And yeah, I had to pretend that I was fucking, happy and shit.
Yo, get those crab rangoons out my face. I got a breakfast bar. It's got a good taste. And it's the third one I ate today. Yeah, I'm a disgrace. Hey, wait.
I like spring rolls.
Yeah, but would you rather have a breakfast bar instead? Or?
Oh, is that what they were eating?
Yeah, they were eating like snack bars and salads and whatnot.
That's not even healthy. Like processed protein bars?
I assume they had their own, like, they're not all fucking Nutri-Grain, David.
Gotcha. Okay, I guess I jumped the gun a little bit right there.
Jesus.
Well, no, I just feel like, and no matter what diet you're following, shit that isn't packaged is better than packaged. But you can
safely assume that if someone is dedicated to a diet enough to where they're not allowing outside food to permeate their fucking shield of diet, that they've done some research and they're not just fucking eating Nutri-Grain bars.
You're right.
Instead of
no, you're right. I'm just saying there's also a lot of people who like think they're doing the right thing and they're just fucking still eating like shit. You know what I'm saying?
I've never seen that in the context that I just presented, where there's like an active, like an exclusionary diet that is being militantly adhered to.
I get what you're saying.
There's certainly some research involved, I feel.
Okay.
And it's not just like, I need more protein in my life.
I just eat Kind bars.
You gotta understand, it's good to have protein in your life, and these are healthy. They look healthy. I mean, that's a nut. I'm pretty sure.
So you felt like they didn't have fun or much fun?
They definitely had a good time, but it was one of those things where they sold themselves short on the experience.
Was it condescending?
No.
Did it come off as condescending?
It would have if they already like were Adonises.
But because they still look like normal, not healthy people, you were like,
I wouldn't even say they looked unhealthy. The only way that I would ever consider someone being on a diet condescending is if they were constantly talking about it.
Yeah.
Or if and that would have to be paired with them already looking good. You know what I mean? I could forgive like a totally fat tub of lard constantly talking about the diet they're on, because at that point I'm like, well, you know what? Congrats.
Good for you. Yeah, good
like,
for you.
For real. But yeah, no, that's a thing. From my perspective, these two dudes, and a guy and a gal, I should say, they didn't really need to be on a diet. They're killing it. And if they did, they could have let it rest for the weekend, and enjoy some fucking delicious ass unique food.
And some would say that is, you're right, that's back to what we were saying, like the ability to moderate is the ultimate skill to like balancing health and enjoying your life, which, you know what, I think we'll get there one day once we get through this phase in our lives. And I'm on 9 medications.
It's like one of those things, and I feel like I've talked about this before, but like when people are like, oh, I'm a vegan or whatever, and it's like, that's fine, but I feel like it's dangerous to be like, yeah, I'm a vegan. You should just try to not eat meat, because then say there's a scenario where you have no choice but to eat some meat, or something like vegan is so restrictive you can't eat cheese or whatever.
Exactly. Yeah, you're right.
Then all of a sudden you've quote unquote failed a thing, whereas like, why set yourself up for failure in such a way by like claiming this all-encompassing non-vague diet thing, when in reality you should just be trying to eat better and sticking to those principles, and less risk, I feel, makes it easier to accomplish and to stick to.
If you're sober and you have a drink, you relapsed. If you're cutting back and you have a drink, you just had a drink.
Right.
It doesn't set up the whole like binge purge kind of dynamic.
No,
okay.
Yeah, which can be toxic. I get that it works for some people.
Well,
so
yeah.
It's not.
It works for some people for a short period of time. I don't think long term it's sustainable for the most part.
No, you're right.
I guess maybe sobriety some people need. So go to AA.com.
I need to get another beer. Let's hit him with the Chris.
All right, yeah.
I'll be right back.
And we're back.
They may be drinkers, Robin, but they're also human beings.
What do you think? I got a list right here for you.
I know. I like the list. Might as well bring one up quick. We got a beat coming in hot, so let's get it. It'll give us something to rap about.
Here you go.
Hurry.
Hollywood Reporter remastered Avatar theater re-release September 23rd.
Oh, they're just gonna re-release the movie that they already made. Oh, but it's a remaster. Yeah, remastered Avatar, then we put it in the movie theater for the retards who go watch, and that movie, yeah, it goes hard. Yeah, I'm fucking blue in the Navi, it's true,
I went and saw Avatar, and it was remastered. Yeah, when I watched that first, I was a bastard. Yeah, and you know, it was very dastardly the way they put the movie together.
When that movie first came out in like 2007, I was like, oh my god, this Pandora, it looks like heaven. I wanna visit there when all the neon colors there. I just wanna go and hang out with that bed. What's her name?
Yeah, I forget her name.
Zoe Saldana, yeah, she's a pretty dame. I wanna fucking go and connect tales with her. And you know we write some words right in the dirt.
James Cameron, I wish somebody would harm him so we could start making a fucking decent. They're re-releasing it in theaters because like the second one is coming out soon. And you know what? Honestly, I know that you hate Avatar, so I figured I'd bring this up just to.
I don't hate it.
Stir that. Well, you don't like the way that it's hyped up.
I watched it one time when it came out, and I was like, "Oh, that's it." It was good. I liked it.
Here's the thing. As the title of this Hollywood Reporter article says, Avatar re-release could benefit slow September. So they're really trying to just get ticket sales up in the theaters. And the only other movie that is releasing on September 23rd, which is next Friday, is a movie by the name of The Railway Children.
Which,
let me give you just 30 seconds of this trailer.
I kind of want to like riff on Avatar a little longer. Do you remember when Avatar came out? It was up for a ton of Oscars.
Yeah.
Ironically, James Cameron's ex-wife, editor of the Titanic movie, also up for a ton of Oscars for her film The Hurt Locker.
Oh.
Right up against each other.
And The Hurt Locker won Best
Picture.
Picture.
And The Hurt Locker kind of sweeped anything that was going to be won between Avatar and The Hurt Locker. And I got to say, that must have put James Cameron in his own little Hurt Locker of his own. Because, to divorce a woman and then get up, just grandstanded by her on such a public scale.
Somebody with your reputation.
And The Hurt Locker is such a better film than Avatar. And, like, it was just proven to his face that, hey, this is a movie that has substance and is about something real.
And it didn't take us fucking 10 years to make it.
We didn't have to conceptualize it
and
then put it on the back burner because technology wasn't where we needed it to be yet.
That much effort to then not win is another element of the humiliation.
It was like the most expensive movie ever made to and whatnot. Second to like the Titanic, which was his other movie that was big.
I don't know. James Cameron's kind of a drama queen, it seems.
I also don't. Is there a demand for a new Avatar movie, or is this just sort of falling in line with the let's just redo everything we've already done?
Dude, I don't know. I think based on this article, I figured out that there are supposed to be 4 of them. Like, at the bottom of this article somewhere, it says, each of the 4 Avatar sequels will center on returning Jake Sully.
They're really assuming that this one that's coming out is going to hit.
I mean, that's the thing, dude. Like, the only thing that ever hits now from a movie theater standpoint is something with expensive graphics and advertising. So there is no way, like, this is like scientifically proven that it will hit to them. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a low risk film for them. I believe.
You might be right. I got a feeling that as far as the box office is concerned, people are going to watch this movie in theaters for the same reason why I saw the original in theaters. Because it's not worth watching outside of theaters.
It's visually entertaining.
It's so the quality of this film relies so heavily on its visuals that it can't exist in a world where it's a good movie outside of being released in theaters.
You know what isn't going to do well in theaters?
Is it this Railway Children?
The other movie that is releasing in theaters.
Okay, I gotta guess what this is about first. So, the offensive route is that it's about a train to Auschwitz.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say Asian. Because they
worked on the railroad. You know what? That would be the next route.
Yeah,
I think that's a solid second offensive route.
There we go.
I grew up reading a series of children's novels called The Boxcar Children. Did you ever read those growing up?
No.
It was like a group of like 4 or 5 orphan kids that live in an abandoned train and solve mysteries.
Wow. Well, you got the train part right. I mean, Railway gave it away. It's
Railway Children.
Dude, this isn't. Just get ready.
Is this just about kids who run their own railroad?
Oakworth, this is Oakworth.
Well, I'd like to welcome you all to Oakworth.
Oh, we got Olivia Coleman.
Stay together, no matter what.
Honey, just look at their little faces.
You're a railway conductor, Harry.
I was brought here from London when I was a little girl, and it was a big change.
Look at all the stars you can see.
Yo, I'm a little English kid. I'm a lad. Yo, that's just how it is. I got an accent. I can only do Australian now. I've ruined my accent, yo.
Yo, I came all the way from London, and now I'm repugnant with the way I speak on the mic. And the Railway Children, they don't make me like.
Jolly good, and that's just how it is. I just gotta go back to Australian. It's how I live. I can't rap in any other accent. That's a fact. I gotta go down to the down under. Take me back.
Oh, lad, you are doing so bad when it comes to the accent, man. I don't know what I'm doing either, bruh. I need Edinburgh.
That was like some Scottish-Jamaican mix. Yeah, I'm thinking it's time to take a break from this and maybe work on our various accents before we jump back in.
Let's just go a little bit further now that we have time.
Let's play a game. Hide and seek. Coming. Ready or not? Hello?
First off, a movie that stars primarily children already is a tough sell.
Okay. So based on the trailer so far, I'm gathering that there's a group of kids and they're at some kind of like sleepaway school, some kind of boarding school.
I'm not sure, but it seems to be that.
And like Olivia Coleman is like the headmistress or whatever you call it, whatever's the appropriate term for that. And right now they're playing hide and seek, and one of them is going to find a strange child in an abandoned boxcar.
And you wouldn't believe what kind of child it is.
Oh my God. Is he part train?
Someone in the hideout. Soldier or spy. He's in there.
Stay back.
He's black.
German.
No, I'm on your side. I'm Abe. I can't talk about it, but I'm on a secret mission. If you tell anyone, you're putting me and yourselves in danger.
What if the capture's hiding him? We can't give him up.
All right.
And there's Nazis involved?
There's soldiers everywhere. They might find you. I've got an idea, but we need everyone.
Is this like based on a true story or something?
I think this is based on a book, and it was also made on the BBC in 1968 or some shit.
So I guess it wasn't a half-trained child. Even better, it was a black boy. So I guess I wonder if the idea is that these kids have never seen a black child before, and so there's gonna be like. There's going to be a moment where it's like, wouldn't this be great if we all were like these kids and didn't see race?
Yes.
But then they cram a bunch of Nazis in there too. So it's like, oh.
It'd be like, anything's going to seem good compared to these fucking fascists.
Yeah, I don't know about that movie. Although it is funny that was like the reveal. Oh, wait, it's crazy because it's a little black boy. I just watched this movie the other day called The Boy Behind the Door.
Oh.
And it's about these two like little league best pals, and they're walking home from practice one day, and they both get kidnapped. And one of them ends up escaping out of the trunk of the car, and starting a mission to rescue the other one.
Hell yeah!
And they're like both 9 years old. Pretty solid flick.
Yeah.
But you learn that the whole reason why he was left in the car was because he was black. And
the kidnapper's like, nah.
The sex traffickers don't like little black boys. They don't want.
Wow.
They don't want to traffic black boys and fuck them. They only want the other boy was Asian. And so it was like, whoa, that's an interesting turn for this movie to take.
Racist, pedophile, sex slave people.
When the adult that kidnapped them is trying to hunt them down and murder them after they've pulled a few shenanigans, she reveals that I was just gonna let you die in there. My clientele don't really like children that look like you. I'm like, Jesus,
damn,
they went for it. Good movie though.
That sounds like a wild movie. I wish I would have seen it with you so I could give some insight. This trailer is not worth continuing to watch.
I agree. And it's giving away way too much. And I can't believe it's not over yet. How much more is left on this trailer? Like, just can we see? It's halfway done, this trailer. And we've yet to see what the movie's about. So far, I assume it's about these kids finding a black boy and trying to hide him like he's Anne Frank from Nazis.
Yeah, and like he said, he has like an important mission that he's on. So
but what does a child like? That sounds like it's like something in his brain.
Yeah, and the kids are helping him, and then they're like trying to get past the Nazis and all this shit. So that's why they're re-releasing Avatar.
My favorite,
because that's the only other thing being released in theaters that month.
And that's my goodness. I guess they're really relying on Olivia Coleman to sell that because. Who is watching movies where kids are the main actors?
I'm pretty sure Olivia Coleman's in it for like fucking 10 seconds. And then like based on that, it seems like the majority of the movie's the kids.
She's coming fresh off of a Best Actress winning role. So it just seems like...
I like her teeth. Isn't that weird? Is that weird?
Well, she's got a nice teeth for a Brit.
Sometimes I just like women's mouths.
No, I know what you mean. It's one of the more alluring, especially post-pandemic. We've been mouth deprived. There's something about the mouth that we appreciate more now.
Yeah, sometimes I see a mouth and I'm like, yo, yeah, what that mouth do? Yeah, I'm up in the mildew. Yeah, I want to see them fucking your teeth. Yeah, it's neat.
I like the shape of the mouth. Yeah, shape of the teeth. Yeah, shape of the lungs. Yeah, that's just what I need. Yo, shape of the tongue. Yeah, shape of the lips. Yeah, shape of the motherfucking palate. Yeah, it hits. And I love this bitch in the shape of her orifice.
I love her.
I love it. Yeah, all that hole in her fucking face. Yeah, that is the mouth, and I love it when it's over there on her face. Yeah, I wanna touch it. Wait.
Yeah, once I saw her incisors, yup, I decided I want to be inside her. And yeah, I might not wear a visor, cause I just want to impress the girl with the chest.
Might not wear a visor, but I might advise her to get a new dentist if I'm not surprised with her quality teeth.
Yeah, for some reason, she got those teeth. All right, what else?
Yeah, so the teeth is a very important indicator of you. I saw this video today on Twitter of a caricature artist absolutely roasting some woman who had bad teeth when she pulled up to get her caricature done. And I gotta say, she knew the risk. When you go up to a caricature artist, they're gonna highlight the aspects of your face that are the most apparent. And she pretty much looked like an absolute goblin as far as the teeth were concerned, which is weird because the rest of her body and face
looking good.
Yeah, pretty attractive. But man, this caricature
roasted her.
Just pulled no punches. I wouldn't have been able to sleep for a week after that.
She would have benefited from a punch in the mouth.
Maybe. Knock some of them teeth back in place. It's always weird though. Braces after your teens.
Braces in adulthood are strange. I
don't blame you if you need them. Like, all respect, honestly.
Yeah.
Like, I would never judge someone with braces, but I am gonna look at you and at first glance be like, you look like a 40-year-old, 12-year-old right now.
You grew up poor, huh?
Well, no, and it's also like for adults there are alternatives that don't look like your 12-year-old braces.
Oh yeah, like you just get that in those mouth guards that slowly
Invisalign or whatever.
Yeah, you're right. Like if you don't have teeth coming out of your fucking ears, like you probably can just get the shit under control with the new shit that they got.
Now that you mention it, this chick kind of had the teeth coming out of her ears.
Okay, so
it was pretty bad. You know how some people's teeth are so bad it like looks like one of the teeth is formed on top of the other one.
Yeah.
It was kind of that
It's
status.
like a duplex.
Already. Yeah, they're sharing space. I don't know how you get any flossing done there.
No, you don't. Those people aren't really focused on dental hygiene, and they're becoming focused on it now. Yeah, they're a little late to the party.
Maybe that caricature artist really kicked her rear in gear.
Right,
on getting
dude, it's
some
a
better
wake-up
dental
call.
care.
It's like when a 7-year-old tells you that you look like the comic book character from The Simpsons. The guy that works at the comic book shop in The Simpsons is like, you look like that guy. You'd be like, oh, I'm obese and disgusting.
Did your girlfriend's son tell you look like the comic book guy?
You know what? At one point, the comic book guy was in bed with like his girlfriend or something. Like they were laying in bed, and the kid was like, "Oh, look, that's like you guys."
No way.
And then
dude.
the next day, he was like, "You look like this guy," and I was like, "Oh, I'm morbidly obese and disgusting." And he's not. My girlfriend had to clarify. No, he means because he saw this, and my insecure bitch ass was like, "It's because I'm fat and gross."
I don't know, man. Those kids, they're
honest. That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
They don't have that filter.
I truly don't think he meant.
The comic book guy is probably one of his favorite characters. He meant it as like a compliment.
Yeah.
And this guy knows about comics.
Well, no, it was an enlightening moment for me where I was like, you need to get your fucking insecurities under control. It's not, I don't think it's attractive to constantly be like, I'm gross, babe. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not like that, but I often express my insecurities, and I don't think it's attractive.
It would have been funny if you like just started cursing him out. I'd be like, "Fuck you!
You fucking cunt!
I'm at least a homer. I'm not the fucking comic book guy.
I'm at least Homer. I'm funny. I'm not fucking."
There's a great comic book guy moment where he's at like a convention, and there's like an attractive girl there, and they like have a jinx moment where they say the same thing, and he asks, he like, how do you feel about 40-year-old comic book virgins that live with their parents? And she's like, lose the crumbs on your shirt and we can talk. And he's like, don't try and change me. And he walks away. Yo, comic book guy missing out. He fumbled the bag, and that is no doubt. You could have had that baddie at the comic book convention. Did I mention that was a mistake?
Yo, don't try to change me. Yeah, bitch, I don't play, see? Yeah, I'm not complacent. Yeah, I only play shit.
Yo, I'm not complacent on the beat. In fact, I don't do this discreet. I have a lot of presuppositions to the beat. Yeah, I gotta make my position.
My presuppositions, they lack discretion. And yeah, I got a confession. The comic book dude in The Simpsons, yo, he's a real mood.
Presuppositions.
Oh.
No discretion.
No discretion.
Something. Retaliation. Creation.
Determination. I already know what I'm going to say. Noon by Reese Beats. Late Night Freestyle by Hippie Jack. Jewel by Broken Finger. The Decision by Just Damn Beats. And that was Kick Back by Bonjo.
Let the drummer kick back, bro.
Just made a banger in like 2 seconds.
What?
Kick back.
What a serendipitous moment. That guy came and went. Citizen Cope. What's he up to?
I don't know.
Coping with his millions that he made off of that one album.
He didn't make millions.
I don't know, dude. That song was in so many movies and TV shows.
Right, but
you get royalties for that shit.
You got to pay the manager. You got to pay the agent. You got to pay the record label. He fucking gets... Probably got fucking $300,000.
There was a great scene in Accepted with Justin Long and Jonah Hill, Blake Lively. I just start naming everyone. And he's like questioning whether or not he made the right decision about college, and he's standing in a hall, and they do that cinematic shot where he's standing still, but everyone around him is
fast,
rapid pace, and that song, let the drummer kick, let the drummer kick. And I'm like, man, this song slaps. They're just repeating the same rhyme scheme over and over and over and over.
Genius.
Yeah.
For me, it was in Coach Carter. Coach Carter, the team falls apart,
Yes.
and then like Samuel L. Jackson's in the gym, and he's just like staring at the empty court, and he's like,
No, I remember that iteration of it too. Coach Carter was big for me. I remember it was big for me because it was a PG-13 movie, but they swore so much in that film, and I was like, that was a PG-13 movie, and you know, I had virgin ears at the time,
and all the teenagers look like they're fucking 27.
Yeah, you have Channing Tatum looking like he's 40 in that
be
movie.
like, oh, this guy's in high school, cool.
Yeah, although I only have positive memories of that.
Well, it's funny how, because I don't think that's based on a true story.
I don't think it is. I think it is technically. I'm pretty sure it is, but you know how those
like
sports
very
movies
loosely based on a true story.
I'm almost positive that is based on a true story, Coach Carter.
Okay,
I'm pretty sure it is.
Maybe you're right. I just thought it was funny because at the end they're like, T.O. Cruz went on to play basketball in like fucking England, and then this person. So and then in my head I was like, wait, if this is a made-up story, why are they adding this shit to the end just to make me feel good?
No, I'm pretty sure it's a true story, but this is something I could easily
fucking Google it,
look
dude.
The hell up. Coach Carter, true. Couch Carter.
Couch Carter.
Couch Carter. Now that's so Samuel Jackson. He has just started a furniture company, and he okay. Famous scene. We do not use that word. We call them Ottomans. There we go.
Sit on that couch. Which one? The one that says badass motherfucking couch.
That almost sounds like a Pulp Fiction with his wallet or whatever.
Well, I mean, it was still in the Samuel universe. You know
you weren't referencing Coach Carter
No,
there?
I wasn't.
Jesus Christ, man. You need to learn how this works.
No, I mean, there isn't a specific way that it works. I'm allowed to jump out of the parameters.
No, man, I specifically referenced a Coach Carter line, and I made it about furniture.
Right, and then I said, fuck Coach Carter, Couch Carter. We're going to Samuel Couch.
I hate you.
Samuel Couchson.
How much is real and what happened next? Coach Carter, true story. Coach Carter is a classic movie starring Samuel L. Jackson about a no-nonsense high school basketball coach, but how much of the story is true? I'm already seeing a picture of a guy who looks like Coach Carter that I think this motherfucker right here.
Whoa, that looks like fucking Steve Harvey.
I think this is who Coach Carter or Samuel L. is supposed to play. Yo, the high school basketball coach Ken Carter. Yo, I'm about to barter my time. It's about an hour and a half to watch this movie about the basketball. Yo,
if I was smarter, I wouldn't spend the evenings watching Coach Carter with my daughter. Yeah, I'm about to slaughter this fucking beat and then make a fucking 3-pointer.
Yo, one of Jackson's most famous non-Tarantino roles is as Coach Carter. Yeah, I lose control. He's got heart and soul. At Richmond High playing basketball.
Quentin who? Yeah, I'm about to go make another move. V with a different director. I only stay erect, sir.
Yo, he makes them sign contracts that they will keep their GPA, in fact, above a 2.3, and that's not bad.
And they're the worst.
That's like a D average.
Right, and they're the worst suits on game days.
Yeah, pretty much the hardest part of that is still just going to practice. It's not that hard to maintain above a 2.3. Like, you just have to turn in the homework.
Right.
You don't have to do it well.
No,
that's a D average.
These fools basically aren't going to class. Like, this forces them to just go to class.
Yeah.
You need to just attend school.
Is Coach Carter based on a true story? Coach Carter is based on events that actually happened. Ken Carter is a real person who actually was the basketball coach of Richmond High School in Northern California. Movie is based on 1998 to 1999 season lockout, which made national news. Okay, so in real life, Carter locked the gym and kept his undefeated basketball team from competing. So they were already undefeated when he was like, actually, you can't play anymore.
Because you guys are fucking wasting too much time in the streets.
So it's really, Coach Carter is a unique sports movie because it's not about a coach that comes in and fixes a broken team that sucks. The team was already good. They just sucked as people. Coach Carter is more of a movie about a coach that comes in and fixes
the
their
extracurriculars.
lives.
Yeah. Or no, the curriculars.
Yeah, but then one of them, if I'm not mistaken, someone dies.
No, Tito Cruz's brother dies.
Is Tito Cruz the actor's name?
Yeah, it's the it's the name of the person that he plays.
Because I remember that the actor that plays Tito Cruz was kind of like relevant
at the time.
I would see him in other movies, but now I'm pretty sure
he's like black and Hispanic.
Yeah, and he was in several other movies where
I just remember when he pulls up at Samuel L. Jackson's door at fucking
and
1
he's
a.m.
crying.
He's like, they shot him, man. They shot him, man. And then Sam's like, it's all good, Tito. We're gonna fucking go make a bunch of 3-pointers tomorrow, and you're gonna redeem this.
Right. In any other hood movie, it would be like, we're getting the strap, and we are going to retaliate.
But Samuel's like, channel that energy into math.
His name is Rick Gonzalez, and he's the second highest billed character on the show. Okay, well, that's kind of fun.
He's also one of the better actors, I think, too. Like compared to like, I think it's literally Sam, Channing, and then this fool.
All right, and so the movies that I remember him from, we got War of the Worlds.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he's like, I think he works at like a car repair place in War of the Worlds.
I can just like see him in a jumpsuit right now.
Roll Bounce. I remember him with Nick Cannon and Roll Bounce. Or no, it was Lil Romeo. And I think Nick Cannon was also in Roll Bounce. I think they're both in that. Old School. I don't remember him in Old School. Although now that I'm thinking about it, maybe I do.
It was a minor role?
Yeah, it must have been a minor role. The Rookie.
Yo, I saw that multiple times.
I don't think I've ever seen The Rookie. I'm looking at it.
No, dude. Dennis Quaid's baseball career, and when he's 40, he goes back to the big leagues.
I'm more of a fan of Randy Quaid, his older brother.
Wow, I didn't know about him.
Yeah, Randy Quaid of Independence Day fame. When Donald Trump was elected, that dude had already, his career was pretty much in the toilet at that point. But he got onto some like QAnon conspiracy type bullshit brainwaves, and he posted this insane video of him having sex with his wife, and they were both wearing like, one of them was wearing like a Bill Clinton mask, and the other one was wearing some other it was like supposed to be some political statement.
Damn.
But it's like an actual pornographic video that he threw up on YouTube. This famous
down immediately.
This is like a famous actor. Yo, I'm pretty sure he was in Hoosiers, star and role. Yeah, he was on the cover. This dude, Randy Quaid, yeah, I love him, and he knows, just about the sins.
I thought things were dandy, and all of a sudden, this dude Randy posted his dick going inside this chick.
Yo, I'm Randy Quaid, and I'm about to misbehave. I got my wife here, she's my slave sexually, and we're gonna rave. On a video, we got some masks on, and we having a political statement, and we're gonna deliver it to your TV. Next thing you know, you're gonna hate me.
What can I say? My wife is my sex slave, and she misbehaves. And gotta put a mask on. I'm about to get my flask on. I'm about to drink. Yeah, I think Bill Clinton's got a kink. Randy. What's his name? Quaid. Randy Quaalude.
I didn't want that song to turn into a song about sex slaves, but you cling to the rhymes that you hear that stand out to you.
Yeah, I think I just said it briefly, and then we moved on quick.
Yeah, this dude is this guy in that movie we just talked about, The Rookie. His name is Spanish. It's kind of racist.
Is he from Spain?
I don't know, man, but that's your nickname? It's probably because he can speak Spanish.
Oh, no. I mean, is that really Spanish?
That's his nickname in the movie, The Rookie, and I assume it's because he's like, a Latino player that speaks Spanish, so they just call him Spanish.
I don't remember that. That's weird. I just remember. Wait, Randy Quaid's in The Rookie?
No, that's Dennis Quaid. No, yeah, you're right. No, I understand why you're confused. We switched gears.
That kid that played Tito Cruz is in The Rookie. Oh,
and he plays a guy named Spanish.
Dude, I don't remember his role at all.
I have to assume it's because he's the guy on the team that speaks Spanish.
He looks like he speaks Spanish. Yeah.
It's like calling me English.
I gotta piss again.
All right, let's piss.
I'll be right back.
Should we dig into those notes of yours again?
Yeah, here we go. Let's see. We discussed Avatar. I told you about getting Adderall online.
The devious method of David procuring an Adderall prescription legally.
How about this? 7 fashion items to help you switch up your wardrobe for fall.
Okay. Are any of them a scarf?
You know what? I'm not sure. I thought since a couple weeks ago we had the whole thing where you were like, I'm wearing the same shit from last week. I thought this would be, this is good advice for you.
Oh, okay.
To step up your game. I thought at first that this would be like, regular shit, but the first, dude. Oh, there we go. The first recommendation is like a $250 top.
Well, yeah, that's a $700 outfit that they are. Oh, you have once again gotten an article from a website that has a paywall.
It's okay. I pay for this.
Oh, really? Oh, so you just log on in.
Boom.
Hell yeah. That's weird that still pops up. Were you not logged in before?
I wasn't. So I don't know. This fit, I can't tell. Is this a guy?
It's a $700 fit. I think that's a chick. I'm judging that based on the tan line on her chest area. It looks like she wears a bra.
I don't know how this is in the LA Times.
Why wouldn't
7 fashion items to help you switch up your wardrobe just enough.
It's a fucking
for fall in LA.
Journalistic publication.
Yeah, I mean,
those cover.
It just seems
every spectrum.
It seems not very interesting. Okay, how about
this? Is more interesting than probably most of the stuff they post.
I like this shirt. Delos, a silk shirt for $475.
Man, I really thought these suggestions were going to be vaguer than this. This to me plays like. Whoever owns this shirt paid LA Times to make this article.
Right, I would just go to Ross and get a shirt like this.
Yeah, and
I like the collar.
The shirt is nice, but I wouldn't pay $400 for it.
No, dude.
Yeah, I got a crochet dress, and you know that it was only $100, which is weird because I would think some handmade shit that was crocheted would maybe cost a little more than that other shit that we saw today, huh?
I wanna crochet everything in my wardrobe. And yeah, after I go to war, I wanna go home.
Damn.
And yeah, I wanna be wearing a nice little crochet dress. So you can get inside of what's inside my mess.
I'm wearing something crocheted while I'm playing croquet. And yeah, I'm croqueting like a frog. Yeah, today I got it. Yeah, it's so together. Yeah, knit, tuck, pearl. Everything I do with my girl. Yeah, we got the crochet shit. It's my world.
Yo, the crochet dress is nice. And yeah, it might be my vice. And yeah, this girl, she's got eyes with the matching mascara. Actually, this dress is the cheapest item so far, and it's $100.
Which is weird because it probably required the most effort to make.
Yeah,
if it's actually crocheted.
I wish that it was socially normal to wear women's clothing. Like, I would rock this.
No, it is. It's 2022. You could rock that.
I still don't feel comfortable doing it.
Okay, so that's because of your own internalized homophobia.
No, but I feel like my shit is also out there in other people. You know what I'm saying? Like, the way I feel about me wearing this. Also, this wouldn't look good. It wouldn't look on me the way it looks on her.
So you already know that it wouldn't look good on you, but in your head, you're like, I wish I could wear something like this?
Even if I was a skinny dude, I probably wouldn't feel like normal wearing this.
Yeah, but I think that's just because you don't want to be perceived in like as a ninny. This is a silly boy here, and you've got some insecurities in your masculinity.
Maybe you're right. How about this? Look at these. These are bussy, beady lettuce pants. The girl on the right could eat some more lettuce. Am I right?
Nah, man. I think that she's the right amount of thick. Now that I'm looking at her, they both look like some tasty items. Here's the thing:
180 for the top and bottom. That's a lot.
This is definitely for the ladies. I don't think that this is going to work out if we purchase this. So it's not a very universal article.
I just hate that. Like, for you to wear this fit, you would have to either be shirtless or be wearing a full t-shirt. Like, the fact that it's only covering the nips makes it a feminine fit. You know what I'm saying?
Not necessarily.
Could you wear that and not be like it just wouldn't fit you normally? You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't have tits.
Well, yeah, if it's built, well, I think that the way that you see how it has those frills,
yeah,
I think that those expand to contain the tits. So in theory, if you had no tits, they would remain contracted and they would just be a little more flowy and frilly.
This is definitely a unique fit. I don't see this as a necessary. Maybe it is a fall fit, but it is kind of summery still.
It's not something I would wear to do work at Starbucks. That's for sure. That seems more like a concert clubbing fit.
$700 glasses. Dita eyewear.
This is like an offensive article.
Yeah, and this is the last one, I think. I like these shorts. I want shorts with spandex under them.
Those are nice. I'm sure that they are super comfy and breathable or whatever. And I like that they stick out below the shorts. Like, that is something that is intentional. You can tell that that's like a fashion thing. They're like, we want them to see the spandex so that these don't just look like normal shorts. 'Cause that's what sets these apart from normal shorts. Because if the spandex wasn't visible, everyone would just assume they were some normal ass shorts, but because we can see the spandex, we know there's something else going on there.
And I like the form fittingness of the shorts, of the spandex. It's like, hey, look, here's my sexy ass thigh, and then here's some pants over it.
Yeah, so I'm being slightly prude.
And here's this weird ass bag that costs fucking $500. I think that's it.
It has been all items of clothing for women, except for like the first 2 items. Yeah, I don't know, but yeah, these shit was like $500 per outfit. Yeah, I'm having a fit.
Yo, here's a couple tips for you to switch up your fits for fall in California and LA. Yeah, I don't play when I'm wearing my sexy hoodies. Oh.
Here's a couple of tips from Alex. All you need to get lit in the summer or the fall or any day. You just need some surf shorts and a tank.
I just need a tank top. I also mind not getting top. I mean, I wouldn't mind to get top. Yeah, while I'm wearing socks. Whoa.
David takes it to a sexual place.
Yup.
Meanwhile, I'm just trying to talk about race. This shit is disgusting. This shit is injustice. Yo, anyway. Back to the list. The fashion sucked. I'm not gonna lie.
This is the last one. It's this red hoodie.
Fashion, I don't get it. I don't understand fashion. At the end of the day, I don't like it. It seems like fashion isn't necessarily controlled by the people. This whole like what's that, Fairfax Avenue vibe? It's like we just want to buy whatever you're selling, and apparently whatever you're selling is what's fashionable. And
well, I think
for the most part, 9 times out of 10, I see this like new fashion and whatnot. I'm like, that looks fucking stupid.
I agree with you, and definitely I think that there's a difference between a person who's got a cool style and then a person who is fashionable. Like, a person who's got a cool style is unique and makes different shit work, even if it's from a thrift store. But a fashionable person is just keeping up with trends or whatever's popular.
The trend that I'm happy is over with was like people would like go to clubs in like a Gucci bulletproof vest or whatever.
That was weird. I was like, are we in danger?
It's like this dude's wearing a bulletproof vest that says Supreme on it. And I'm like, what is going on here?
Right. I mean, it's making me feel like I should be wearing a vest. Is it not safe at this establishment?
No, I get the vibe, but I'm pretty sure that shit isn't actually bulletproof. Which maybe someone wants to test out the dexterity of your quote unquote bulletproof vest while you're out partying.
It's just something. It's funny that something that has like a practical use to it then transitions into just being a fashionable thing. It's like, oh
no, I experienced it firsthand in high school when I noticed people were getting non-prescription glasses, and I'm over here with my prescription glasses.
Like, I can't see.
It's as if you got a wheelchair to look cool,
Yes, that's absolutely. I do see how, like, if you have an ugly face, some glasses could step up your game. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, I've definitely grown out of that insecurity to where I'm like, you're wearing glasses that aren't sunglasses.
Yeah.
They're just clear glasses, and they don't have prescription. I'm at a point where I'm okay with it. I'm like, all right, that's cool. It's a fashion statement. I get it. I'm also at a point where I'm like cool with dudes with wigs. And I know that's also like a gray area. Like there's a level where you're like, hey man, just be bald. But I'm also like, you know what? Chicks wear wigs all the time, and people are like, that's a hot wig. Like, why can't a guy do that and it be totally acceptable?
I think the point of the wig is the confidence that it creates for that person, and we all just want.
No, I don't think so, because a lot of times the wigs that you see that are obviously wigs but are still getting like compliments or whatever are like fluorescent orange or some shit like that.
Yeah.
So,
but they make
let's split the difference for men. You know what I mean?
They make the person feel better somehow. Like expressing themselves and wearing that thing makes them feel better, which makes them to a certain extent more fuckable, which is what like most people are doing outside in social settings.
Well, I think it would have to be in a context. Because the very idea of a bald man wearing a wig is you're assuming he's doing it out of insecurity.
And that's not
And
hot.
I think that is what we need to circumvent here. The guy knows he's bald. He doesn't care that he's bald, but he also sees his baldness as an opportunity to flex various wigs and whatnot.
Right. Yeah.
And there shouldn't be anything wrong with that.
The wig falling off. Those videos. That's tough.
Right, but there's also like an assumed context that the guy gives a shit.
Yeah, exactly. If it fell off and he was like, woo, and just started throwing it around, that's funny.
Which, I don't know. It's going to be a while before we get to that place. I think that in the same vein that it's like it's going to be a while before it's okay for a guy to have a small dick. That's going to be a thing. It's going to be a while before it's okay for a guy to be short, and it's going to be a while before it's okay for a guy to be bald. Luckily, I don't have to worry about any of those things, motherfuckers. I'm a big dick, haired, fucking tall
man.
dude.
Yeah, got the big three. Let's see.
I'm pretty much average on all three of those.
So the fashion thing wasn't outstanding. Ugh, man, these notes suck.
No. Warm take. The reason podcast is embarrassing. This is your final note. Oh, no, wait, no. We'll save that one. Animals in scientific research. Second to last note. Animals in scientific research. We got shock the monkey. Watch the monkey get hurt. What are we talking about? Oh, is this a puppy?
Okay, so they trick you into clicking on this link because of the beagles. The seizure of thousands of mistreated beagles sparks unsettling questions. Here's my take on this. Basically, this is just about animals in scientific research, and if you come down here, it says
give us the too long didn't read real
to
quick.
Delve into the controversial world of animals in scientific research is to plunge down a rabbit hole that will test everything you believe about yourself. Basically, it's just if a lot of products that are used on humans are tested on animals first for like toxicity and whether or not they're fit for mammals to consume.
That's pretty heavy on disorder.
So I'm like, you know what? If it's going to be tested on animals or humans, I'd rather it be tested on animals first, dude. That's just, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, but not like a cute beagle. Tested on like a fucking a hyena.
No, yeah. It says it right here. By far and away, the greatest number of animals used in labs are rats and mice. But thousands of cats, dogs, monkeys, rabbits, hamsters, and guinea pigs and other creatures are subject to experimentation every year. Some experiments test efficacy, others toxicity. And there's a huge debate over
the only experiment that they should be doing on these dogs is how happy can we make this dog by rubbing its belly in this specific way.
Look at this beagle.
Yeah, that's a cute little beagle.
And then it says on here, how can we say we love animals and support attaching electrodes to their brains?
Well, I assume that these scientists aren't big animal people. You know what I mean?
Well, it says on here, neither can many scientists.
If you're a scientist and you're practicing on animals, you probably have a interesting moral compass. You're one of these non-moralists who is just trying to, create the best future regardless of the consequences of your current actions.
All right, but they're not going to research shit on instead of animals, what are they going to do? They're going to use poor test subjects. It's going to bring in.
You mean like homeless people?
That's what I'm saying. We got to run experiments somehow. And animals, I think mice is fine. Nobody cares about mice.
Well,
and
there
rats.
is you can, trial volunteers for trials and stuff is a thing.
No, but imagine if humans died experimenting products. That would not go well.
It wouldn't. But I feel like they used to be able to sweep that shit under the table. Why can't they just keep doing that?
After vigorous campaigning by PETA, got me thinking about bread. The European Union banned the sale of cosmetics tested on animals. Use of the infamous Drey's eye irritation test, where rabbits' eyes are propped open to test the toxicity of cosmetics and household cleaning products.
Why use an animal like a rabbit? It's just too cute. Use an ugly animal.
Yeah, use an ugly animal with
use like an anglerfish.
Right? Is their life is less valuable?
Yeah.
PETA has filed a novel lawsuit against the National Institute of Health.
How many lawsuits do you think PETA has filed? I bet they're up there. I bet they file a lot of lawsuits.
That's probably 80% of the budget. It's just it's lawsuits, and then another 10% is Impossible Burgers, and the other 10% is chains to get wrapped around trees.
I feel like I think the same way about PETA as I do about cops. In that, if I see someone at a party and I learn that they work for PETA, I'm probably not hanging out with that guy at the party and whatnot.
Why does he have that weird mustache and a buzz cut?
Yeah, no, absolutely. This isn't going to be a fun conversation at the end of the evening.
Oh my God, you're right, dude. Anytime I'm at a thing, and then I'm like, that dude looks like he works for a government organization. I'm like, oh yeah, he's a fucking firefighter or law enforcement.
No, firefighters are chill. Come on, don't bring them into this equation.
I don't know.
They barely work. They work for the government by name only.
Right, but all the firefighters,
they're technically sex workers.
To me, the firefighters and cops of Los Angeles are just fucking white Republicans. It's just like California Republicans. Just feels that way. I mean, not all of them.
Firefighters in California are some of the hardest working people.
Oh, you're right.
Firefighters in general in the world.
You're right. In California, I think there's fires right now.
I woke up to some ash on my car for sure.
I woke up to some ash in my fucking lungs from smoking that reefer. You know what I'm saying?
I woke up to getting some ass in my car. Yes. I woke up in my car because I'm homeless, but I still get laid.
Thankfully, we don't live in our cars, guys. We can.
Is that what that song "I Woke Up in a New Bugatti" is about? He spent so much on the Bugatti that he's actually technically homeless now.
He filed for bankruptcy.
I woke up in a new Bugatti.
The last four beats.
It's all I have. It is my house now.
Were Notion by Tactical, Deadlock by Ty Beats, Relax by Eerie Skies, and that last one I don't have a title. That was by me.
Oh snap! Is that a new one?
That was a new one. Bro. I made it August 23rd.
Oh damn! I thought that maybe
Well, it was. I started it that day, and then I continued editing into this week. So maybe I'll post it on the YouTube channel.
Well, shit, man. Hopefully, this sets a solid precedent. You can expect more beats from David every week, folks. A new beat every week.
Once a week.
We talked about this off pod. He's committed to it. Once a week, he's going to be bringing a new beat to the table, and I'm going to try and guess which one is his. I failed this time. That means that it was good, folks.
It was good enough. It was the last one. I noticed. As soon as it started playing, I was like, ugh, here we go.
Well, if you put it as the last one, that's a noticeable placement.
Well, no, it was only this week specifically that I put it last. Other times I've snuck it in there.
You put it last because you were like, well, I'm going to end on a banger. We're going to end on some real legit beats. We're going to absolutely rhyme our asses off on this one.
I'm trying to consolidate the content that I post to being just on our channel because, earlier on I was like, oh, I need to have my own, fucking 9 Instagram pages and all this other shit. But now I'm realizing that you got to fucking focus on one. And that's why I'm fucking pumping out those videos and shit. If you guys have been following us and are watching this at this point or listening at this point, go check out the fucking reels and the YouTubes that I've been making because, we're trying. We're doing our best.
Yeah, I've been batting around the idea of like starting like movie review YouTube channel.
Well,
I know that there's a million of them out there.
Yeah.
But in the same way that we started this pod, there was already a million of them out there, but it was just something we wanted to do.
Well,
It's kind of what I wanted. I want to just start recording myself talking about movies and putting it online. And I wouldn't want to talk about movies that I know everyone's already has an opinion on.
Yeah.
It would be like the idea would be
like one-offs, like unique movies.
Yeah, stuff that might not necessarily be good.
Yeah.
But watchable in the sense that if the person watching it knows me enough because they've viewed my content enough, they'll be like, all right.
He would think this about this.
He wouldn't just put this on his channel unless it was at least watchable.
Yeah.
And that there was something interesting going on there. Because a lot of the movie review pages on YouTube that I watch, they inspire me to watch the movie before watching their review.
Yeah.
And I think that's powerful. Like I could maybe inspire people to watch more movies that would otherwise go unwatched.
Dude, just do it on our channel. I think that I'm going to start like the beats that I was posting on my own YouTube channel. I'm just going to start posting those beats with cover art on our channel. And you should just post your movie reviews, because I'm assuming you're not going to show your face. You're just going to edit clips from the movie and talk over the clip.
No, I might show my face.
That's ballsy.
Yeah, I know it's ballsy, but at the end of the day, I also need to make efforts to get around, fair use claims. So if I'm going to be using footage from movies that I'm talking about, I have to interject with some original content, or else that shit is, I'm not going to make. I'm not even trying to make money. I'm not going to
No, yeah.
I'm going to get copyright claimed.
Yeah.
And then the video won't be allowed to be uploaded.
Yeah. I think that just doing that on our channel just adds another level of variety. And all I know is that I can't keep on posting on multiple, growing multiple channels simultaneously is the.
Well, what's the second channel you're posting on?
I was posting beats and cover art on my other YouTube channel, but it's like, why not just fucking put that shit on our channel?
Well, no, I do feel like it's more of a music niche, and I'm open to the idea. But if I was, I think it would be more realistic for me to make a channel that involves all of my personal video shit, because that is kind of my thing or whatever.
I know what you're saying. Yeah.
And then obviously anything that we collabed on would go on the Bamfomania channel, but that kind of vibe, not to shit on your idea.
No, I get what you're saying, because I also have just I'm trying to figure out a way of putting as much energy into this one thing and having everything work simultaneously, as opposed to growing multiple things a little bit at a time. But whatever.
It wouldn't hurt to consolidate your beat channel with the Bamfomania channel, just because if you are gonna start making beats again, it is really about posting. More so. I mean, obviously the views are what is most important, but you can make up for lack of views with an excessive amount of posts.
A lot of times it's quality. I mean, quantity over quality. Obviously, at best, there's a balance. There's a balance of quantity and quality. A lot of times the quality doesn't mean that it has to look really good. It just has to in itself be good. But whatever.
At the end of the day, I do think we're having two different conversations. I really just want to start making movie reviews to almost just see if I am good at it or not. To see if there's something there.
I appreciate your take on shit a lot of the time.
No, and I think that I could make something pretty good. I would want to be funny about it as well. Get some humor in there. I don't know how to make it unique though. Because there's a million different film channels out there.
Yeah. It's like,
and a lot of them, they just go into like, the lore of the film. They'll talk about behind the scenes stuff, like the director did this, blah, blah, blah. And I'd want a little bit of that. And then there's stuff that's like, you can see from this shot, and then it changes to this shot. That implies a closeness of blah, blah, blah. And I'd want to include some of that. And, I'm just spitballing here.
I believe in you.
In my head, I'm just like, it could be something, it could be trash.
I think that your love of movies, and also like your ability to remember facts about directors and actors, and like I personally forget names and forget shit that like that I'll watch different stuff and not associate the director with what they had done previously. So like your ability to remember all of that stuff gives you unique insight, and it's like this podcast, and it's like my warm take that I was gonna do that you saw in the notes.
Let's get a warm take in there. My favorite warm take is when I take a man's piss on my face.
That's his most recent X videos search. Man's piss on face.
Dude, that's the most recent DM I got from our neighbor. Anyway,
I was gonna say,
let's move on to your warm take here, for God's sakes.
Warm take. I was talking with our friend Mitch Jump from, if anyone's listening, which I think is taking a hiatus, but
no, I think they got a new episode coming out soon.
Go listen to that. The reason podcasting, and even admitting to others that you're involved in podcasting, is so utterly embarrassing and humiliating and cringeworthy is because most podcasts are terrible. Therefore, your involvement in podcasting and you having a podcast is statistically at odds of being awful and bad.
Yeah, it's safe to assume that it's bad.
It's most likely bad.
Well, no, it's the new I'm a rapper.
Oh my God, exactly, dude. It's literally like, this dude I went to high school with thinks he's fucking a rapper and he's got a mixtape on SoundCloud. It's that with podcasting. And literally, I did the rapper thing first. So I did the most humiliating thing possible to my friends in high school first. And now I'm doing it now. But
only thing that's left is OnlyFans for us.
And I could definitely, I tried jerking off on camera once, and a couple Russian dudes liked it. I didn't monetize it, so I need to figure something out.
That was an interesting time. I remember that. It was very brief. You were like, hey, apparently I can earn money jerking off. And then you did it once, and then was like, I didn't make any money.
I came too soon. Like
that was it?
You need to tease faster. Tease more.
And you came to this conclusion. That was a poor choice of words.
Well,
you arrived at this conclusion.
I think you got to rake up the streams. Like you got to get people watching. You can't just be like, all right, I'm nutting now.
Did you get any comments? Were there anyone that's like stroke slower? Or
I don't remember. I think I was taking Xanax.
It sounds like that. It sounds like a drug-induced activity for sure.
Yeah, dude. I was experimenting with my sexuality at the time.
You got to be in a rough place. And this is going to sound insensitive, but arguably, sex work is kind of an easier route. It's like emotionally, I'm sure it could take a toll.
Sure. I mean,
but in the OnlyFans context, it's a pretty like easy route to income at the potential sacrifice of quote unquote dignity or whatever in the public eye.
Or your sexual health. Like, try being horny on demand. Like, that doesn't make sense.
Yeah, it's definitely different for dudes. But like what I'm saying is, you have to be at a place in life where obviously it's okay to do that type of work.
Yeah.
But there are certain social implications that come with it that you need to be at a point in your life that you're okay with making your reality. If that is going to be your reality now.
If anybody that we went to college with, hot or not, had an OnlyFans and I found out about it, I would go pay for it immediately just to destroy that barrier between me and my respect for that person. And then immediately be like, all right, I've seen their dick or their vagina, and be like,
well, you would pay for a dude's OnlyFans if you went to college with them?
I guess it depends on the dude. I would want to. I'm so curious about unveiling that layer of that person because of socially they've built up this impression of who they are, And now that I know that that's the other thing, dude. If you fucking half of the time you pay for OnlyFans and then it's just pictures of the fucking chick in her bikini, and then in the DM she's like $40 and I'll fucking dildo myself, and I'm like, all right, I already paid fucking $8.99. I don't need to fucking upgrade the service in the DMs. This is a scam.
It's a scam, but it works. It's
the key to the OnlyFans.
The scam isn't really. It's not necessarily a scam. It's as much of a scam in the sense that like you forget to cancel a subscription to something and you keep getting charged for it for 10 years.
Imagine if you pay for Netflix and then inside of Netflix they're like, oh, you want to watch Ozark? It's another $10. Like I already paid.
So it's like Disney Plus.
It's like Prime. Prime lets you buy stuff.
Disney Plus does that too. If it's a new Disney movie, you don't get it for free. If it's in theaters, you're gonna pay like $20 to see that shit at home.
Well, I guess the like limited release thing. I'm like, if the OnlyFans was like, just wait 6 weeks and then you could see me fucking fuck this black guy for free, I'd wait. You know what I'm saying? But like the fact that you already paid for an exclusive subscription to disclose what's going on, and then you get in there and it's like, oh, I'm only showing just some stuff, and then there's more paid upgrades.
If I started an OnlyFans, it would be minutes until some hater sent that shit to my family to try and get them on me to be like, yo, why are you over here jerking off on camera?
got the key to OnlyFans success right here, dog. Here's what you do.
Don't show your face?
You could not show your face, but I think a big appeal of the people jerking off to you
100%
is the face. Like, people want to see your face. You make a bunch of videos and then resell the same videos to thousands of people. That's what it is.
Oh, I thought you were going to come at me with some new groundbreaking strategy.
This is groundbreaking marketing right here, dog. You fucking film yourself fucking
you're saying that they don't film the 1,000 different jilling videos for 1,000 different clients, Dave? That's insane. I assume they were all personalized.
I guess I don't know what I was trying to say. No, what I'm saying is reselling the same video to different people over and over again is genius.
So like a Netflix show.
Like, but imagine if if we were selling the video of this podcast. We filmed the podcast once, but then we sell it for $10.99 over and over and over and over and over.
That's a better comparison than a Netflix show, simply because there's less effort. We probably put in as much effort in this show as an OnlyFans model does into her show. Maybe even less, to be honest. I don't know.
No.
In certain contexts, it's definitely more.
We are putting in more effort into this than just fucking fingering ourselves on camera, all right?
They've got like machines inside of them that respond to tips from the clients or whatever.
They didn't invent the machine. If they invented the machine, I'd be impressed.
We didn't invent these microphones.
All right, but we're still
we are coming up with some solid ass material though, and I think that sets us apart.
And also, back to the embarrassment of podcasting. This is more than a podcast. This is an absolute experience, and there is nothing else like this out there. 100%. So whenever I'm just talking to myself right now, I'm amping myself up. Whenever I try to think, oh, you suck, you're a fucking idiot for podcasting, and everybody thinks you're a retard, I think to myself, you know what? I'm having conversations and then randomly rapping about those conversations and then going back to talking and then periodically saying shit that's offensive.
And this is my personal promise to you guys, our audience. We will never go private right when you're about to come.
Ever.
No. And so thanks for tuning in, folks. You can find me at Bubba Y, BUBBAWHYY. If you need a music video, please hit me up. I'm good at it, although I've got a lot of work right now, so I might tell you that to hit me up a month later because I'm swamped.
Or film it and then send him the footage.
I'll be like, listen, it's going to take at least a month before this is over because I at least need a day off.
Yeah.
But that's it for me.
Cool, dude. Fucking follow us at bamfomania on Instagram. Go to the Reels and watch clips of this podcast. I'm trying really hard to chop those up and make them fun and engaging. Get the algorithm.
You're doing a great job.
You can also follow us on TikTok at bamfomania. The most important thing is YouTube. I'm trying to make that fucking happen. We got to get to 1,000 subscribers to monetize. So support us, share it, follow me at Salt.
What are we
Satire.
at, like 990 something?
No, we were at 420. Fucking smoke weed, bro.
Nice.
And then those YouTube shorts, the reels that are also TikToks that are YouTube shorts, some of them popped, and like the algorithm was like, hell yeah, this is funny. And you know what? Even if you want to post a negative comment, that's totally fine. Keep the algorithm moving. Follow me at Salt and Satire, or hit me up at Hooded Ninja Studios for the cover art or beats, or I might just be consolidating that with our fucking channel. Whatever.
Do it.
And DM your mom these fucking podcasts so that we get that organic growth.
Yeah, don't DM our moms, though.
No, because
then we're going to have a weird, awkward conversation. And look, Mom, it's obviously not meant for you.
Yeah,
like,
this is the wrong audience.
You're not our targeted demographic, so it's not fair for you to be judging on that.
And also, we haven't talked to our mom in weeks, so this would be like the first conversation in a long time. And if you're listening at this point still, you need to be sharing this shit. I hate all you guys who support us, but I love you. But I hate you for liking the shit and listening and then not sharing it. That means you're embarrassed of us.
Well, what if they are sharing it and just no one else likes it except for them?
Okay, then that's okay. You know,
they're desperately trying to recruit, but everyone else is like, you're like the people who are doing the recruiting.
Yeah.
Aren't someone who you would take recommendations from.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Like, so we just have bad fans.
Yeah, like the fans themselves aren't good at spreading the word, even though they are actively doing it.
They need a Coach Carter figure in their lives to fix them.
Yes. Preferably without the violence, folks. Stop the violence.
Yeah.
You heard it here, folks. First, folks. You heard it here, folks first.
Folks first.
I want to die.
Yeah, me too.
Anyway, have a great week, and,
Late Tris on the Menjay.